All right, let's look at big matchup in the ACC. Duke plus 14 at Florida State, total of 49. I was on Duke last week. I knew they were going to be without Riley Leonard. I said I trust this defense to do the job against North Carolina State. They 100% did the job because, let's face it, Henry Beelan played pretty poorly at quarterback for Duke. He was 4 of 12, 107 yards. But I don't think this Elko team is one we're going to see get blown out very often, even by good teams like Florida State. All due respect to Clemson, Duke's the best defense Florida State will have seen so far this year. This Duke defense is for real, but Florida State's the best offense Duke will have seen as well. And sorry to Notre Dame, but that's just what it is. I like Duke getting 2 touchdowns here. I don't know the status of Riley Leonard.
He's day-to-day. Elko called him day-to-day.
He was warming up before the last game, and he looked crisp, and I was like, oh, if I get Riley Leonard, this is like great value I've got on Duke. It didn't matter because North Carolina State couldn't score. But if at 14, if Riley Leonard's not going to play, I like Duke. At 14, if Riley Leonard plays or even plays limited, I really like Duke. So that's the only way I'm looking in this one.
Duke 3-0 against the spread as a double-digit dog since the start of last season. Florida State, though, 7-0-1 against the spread in their last 8 meetings against Duke. And Riley Leonard's status, as Mike Elko said, he is day-to-day, but he kind of laughed during the press conference when he said that. And
What's funny, Mike?
Well, I'm just maybe that means like he is playing, but he's just saying like that he's still injured to play it down so that Florida State doesn't prepare for Riley Leonard. I mean, obviously Florida State's preparing for anybody. This should be a good game. If you're telling me Riley Leonard's playing in this game, it's going to be a competitive game. So I lean towards taking the points here with Duke.
Yeah, and 14's a lot, man. And like I said, their defense is the kind of defense that is not going to go. They're not going to get embarrassed very often. I don't see Florida State putting up 45 points against this team. They're going to have to work for what they get. And again, if Riley Leonard plays, I think this is almost a free roll situation. Like you're holding a real good ticket if Riley Leonard ends up playing here.